Hello friends, welcome to EduTap. So today we have brought for you another lecture under your GA series. Today we are going to cover January 16 to 18th, and this particular series is important for your exams of RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A and SEBI Grade A of 2019. And also this would be relevant for the assistant examinations of RBI and NABARD both. See, here you can see the various courses which are being offered by us. We have various individual courses of SEBI, RBI and NABARD, as well as the combo courses. So you can choose from these courses as per your requirement. And telling you about our previous results, we have been working in this field from quite some time now, and some brilliant results are with us. So you can see in RBI Grade B of 2017, 27 of our students got selected. Then in NABARD Grade A of 2018, there were 46 generalist seats, and out of 46 seats, 26 were taken by our students. And RBI Grade B of 2018, the result for phase 2 has yet been announced, and 280 of our students are going through the interview phase already. So here again we are expecting a brilliant result. So now coming back to your lecture of the day, let us start with your GA in news. Let us see what is your first news. Okay, so your first news is about the SpaceX Dragon cargo carrier. So this is Dragon cargo carrier is the mission of actually it is the mission of SpaceX, and it has left the ISS. ISS is the International Space Station. So this is important. We need to know first of all what is this Dragon cargo carrier. Then this mission is of SpaceX, but it is doing so on the behalf of NASA. So that and it has left the ISS. So three important terms we have. Let us try to discuss all these things. So firstly, coming to your CRS-16 Dragon, so it is a commercial resupply service mission. So that means it is a commercial mission. SpaceX is very important for us. We have read in news about SpaceX a lot, the space company of Elon Musk. So this was actually given the responsibility to launch this mission, and then since it is a resupply service mission, so that means it is going to come back to the Earth. So NASA is important here, that SpaceX is performing this mission on the behalf of NASA. And this mission is about the cargo which went to International Space Station, and now it is on its way back. So it has delivered more than 2,500 kilograms of cargo to the space station, and the Dragon is itself a free-flying spacecraft. You can see in the image here. It can deliver both cargo and people to the orbiting destinations, but till now it has been used for the cargo supply only. So it is also the only spacecraft which is capable of returning significant amounts of cargo to the Earth. So this is important. The only spacecraft which is now capable of returning a cargo to the Earth is SpaceX Dragon mission. Okay, or you can say Dragon spacecraft. So apart from that, what is important for us is International Space Station. So ISS is actually a habitable artificial satellite. It is orbiting around the Earth in the low Earth orbit, and it has been successfully continuously running from the past 18 years, or rather it would be 19, because it was launched in November 2000. And ISS is actually a joint program of the 5 space agencies. You can read about these space agencies here. So they're jointly maintaining it, and cargo had been sent to this habitable artificial satellite by NASA through the SpaceX mission of Dragon cargo. Okay, so all these things are important. We have tried to cover all these things. Now moving to your next news. Okay, so very important report on education survey has been launched. So it has been released. So this is known as the ASER report, and it has been launched by an NGO called as Pratham. See, this is important because it is an annual report and it is released annually, and it actually measures the learning outcomes of the children who are in the primary school. So this is important for you. First of all, that this ASER report is released by NGO Pratham. Then primary education in the country is its focus, and the foundational skills of reading and arithmetic. No writing is there, only reading and arithmetic are actually assessed. So apart from that, let us also discuss some findings of this report. See, this annual status education report ASER has found out that there is a gap between boys and girls in the arithmetic learning levels. That means that boys are performing better in the age group of 14 to 16 as compared to their girls counterpart. And also the report has found out that the enrollment of children in schools has increased among students. So this is a very positive finding by this report. And Another very interesting thing is that according to the report, the children in the Zilla Parishad schools are better at reading as compared to their private counterparts. That means the children who are studying in class 2 in private schools are not doing as much good reading as compared to the students who are studying the Zilla Parishad schools. So apart from that, the report has also said that Maharashtra's performance has been better than the national average. So these are all some important findings, and you know about NGO Pratham and ASER report itself. So that would be it from this particular news. Okay, so government forms GOM for GST issues. So GOM is basically a group of ministers. Government has set up this group of ministers so as to find out the issues in the real estate related to the GST particularly. So this is important for us, that the very important thing is that you have to know that GST, which issues which are related to real estate sector are to be actually discussed through this group of ministers, examined rather, and a scheme they would they are expected to come out with any scheme or some new measures which can boost the real estate sector, because it was expected when GST was launched, MSME sector was affected and the real estate sector was affected a lot. So now to just cover that up and to bring out the improvements again, government has taken this step. So this GOM is important, and you have to know that it is going to be headed by Nitin Patel. So he is the Deputy Chief Minister of Gujarat. So this personality becomes important for us. Do keep this in mind. And other ministers are also there, finance ministers of Kerala, Punjab, Karnataka, Maharashtra, UP, and the Panchayat Minister of Goa. So these are some members of the panel, and which is going to be headed by the Deputy CM of Gujarat. So keep this in mind, GOM related to GST in real estate sector, and then the various members. Okay, so very interesting news is here. DD Science and India Science channels have been launched. So a Ministry of Science and Technology's Department of Science and Technology, DST, and Doordarshan, the public broadcaster Doordarshan, have come together and they have launched these two initiatives. So first one is DD Science, other one is India Science. So DD Science is actually initiative of Vigyan Prasar. Vigyan Prasar is also under DST. So they have come together, and 1 hour slot on the Doordarshan national channel have been allocated to DD Science. So that means 1 hour slot would be there for the Doordarshan channel, in which DD Science would be broadcasting. All the documentaries, discussions based on science would be broadcasted on this, in this particular 1 hour slot. And secondly, the important channel itself is India Science. So that is an internet based channel called as India Science. So do not get confused between DD Science and India Science. India Science is the web based channel. DD Science is a 1 hour slot in the Doordarshan channel itself. So these two things are important, and they have been launched by Doordarshan and DST together. So basically you can see that the government is actually trying to create a national science channel so that people are made aware, and this is a very impactful medium, especially the internet now. So internet channels are quite in news because people are using them and they are quite popular. So India Science is also expected to bring a lot of change, and they'll be able to reach the households. Okay, shall we move to your next news? Okay, another interesting news. This is world's most dynamic cities survey. So this is a survey by a private firm called as JJL. Now this JJL is actually a private property consultant. So they, JLL rather I would say, so they actually come up with this annual survey of the world's most dynamic cities. Now why is it important for us? See, this survey is now important for us because Bangalore has topped this ranking of 2019. So that is why it becomes important for us. Here are the top 10 countries under this, the most dynamic cities of the country. So Bangalore is at the first position, which is followed by Hyderabad. So you can see here, third position has been taken by Chinese city Hanoi. Apart from this, very interesting thing is that there are actually, you can see that overall 6 Indian cities in the top 20 ranking. So that's a very great achievement we can say. And the theme actually was about the urban economies and the real estate market. So that means the rapid growth is being tapped under this particular survey. So Bengaluru and Hyderabad are at the top 2 positions, and in the last edition of 2018 City Momentum edition, Hyderabad had topped. So this time Hyderabad has been replaced by Bengaluru, and Hyderabad has slipped to 2nd position. So you can read about the rankings of the different cities here, and top 6 cities are also here. You can just go through them: Kolkata, Delhi, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bengaluru. So are you able to relate all these cities to the IT? So this is the major important thing, that the cities which have become the IT hub are actually the dynamic cities in this particular survey. So moving to next news. Again, a very important channel, first human rights TV channel. So DD Science we have seen, India Science we have seen, now there is this human rights TV channel. So but important is that this human rights TV channel has not been launched in India. So but let us see what this news is about. So world's first television channel which is going to be dedicated to the human rights has been launched, and it has been done by IOHR, that is International Observatory of Human Rights. So that is a non-profit organization, NGO, which has launched this, and now presently it is going to cover the countries of Europe, Latin America and Middle East. So Asian nations are not going to be covered here, but although this news is important, keep in mind that it has been released by IOHR, and all the human rights related stories which have been which are seen to be ignored by the media would be taken to people through this particular channel. Okay, moving to your next news. Again, a very interesting news, Know Your Budget series. So this series is actually it has been launched by Finance Ministry, and this series is going to educate people about their budget on Twitter. So a Twitter series called as Know Your Budget has been launched. I'm sorry about that. So basically this series seeks to educate general public about the budgetary process. You can see this image here. So this was the one which was posted to Twitter by Finance Ministry, and since the interim budget is going to be released on February 1st, interim because this is going to be the last budget and elections are going to take place. So the government which is going to come up finally, the new government, will present the final budget. So this Know Your Budget is related to Twitter, and it's a series by Finance Ministry, is very important for you. Okay. So you can see here that they have tried to tell what is union budget and all different things, like whatever the terms which are associated to budget are posted under this particular series. So yes, that would be it about this news. Okay, very important news, Gandhi Peace Prize. So this Gandhi Peace Prize for the past 4 years has been announced, and government has announced the winners. In 2014 it was announced last time, and now in 2019, past 4 years, prize has been awarded. So let us see these. All these 4 years are important, but the latest one of 2018 is the most important one. So let us see what are these actually this prize is given to institutions or even the individual personalities who have contributed for the development in a very peaceful way. So see, it was actually instituted, this prize, in 95 to commemorate the 125th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, and in 2014 it was awarded to ISRO for its missions. So in 2015 the prize goes to Vivekananda Kendra. It is a Kendra which is based in Kanyakumari, and they have done a lot for the rural development of the and making people educated about natural resources. So this is 2015. And then 2016 prize has gone jointly to Akshay Patra Foundation and Sulabh International. So Akshay Patra Foundation is very important. This foundation is providing the midday meals to the children. The midday meals scheme, this foundation is actually preparing the food. And Sulabh International is also a very important foundation because they have done a lot for the manual scavengers. So these two important foundations have got the award for 2016. Then Ekal Abhiyan Trust for the education again in the rural and tribal children in 2017. And finally in 2018, this person from Japan, Yohei Sasakawa, he has been contributing in the leprosy eradication in India, and not only in India, across the world. So this contribution has been recognized, and 2018 Gandhi Peace Prize has been awarded to him. So just keep in mind that now India is actually a leprosy free nation. So this eradication contribution has been done by this personality, Yohei Sasakawa. So this was about the 4 prizes, the last 4-year prizes, and 2014 also I've told you it went to ISRO. Do keep this in mind, keep on revising, and let us see what is your next news. Shaurya Award. So Haryana government has come up with this different award called as Shaurya Award. So this would be given in the name of the 71 martyrs of the state police force. So a first of its kind award which has been given by a state government for the martyrs of the state police force. So actually it would be given to the students of the block or the area where the martyr actually lived. So this is very important. A prize money of rupees 11,000 is going to be distributed. So the block, the block where the martyr had studied, that would be, schools from that block would be chosen and students would be awarded. So also there is this very important operation, as we are covering this related to Haryana government, so you can just go through it. That Operation Shriman was there. It was also launched by Haryana police, so as to teach its officials how to be polite with public during their duty. So that is again interesting. Okay, next is again important news, inauguration of the Saksham Mahotsav. So this Saksham Mahotsav is actually called as Saksham, and it has been launched by the Union Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. So this event is actually a flagship event of Petroleum Conservation Research Association. They PCRA, they conducted this particular Mahotsav under the aegis of Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. So this is about the awareness drive. They actually run people-centric drives throughout the country so as to make people aware about the need of oil and conservation of the gases. So very important, Sanrakshan Shamta, you can see that how can we conserve, what is our capability, ability to conserve our natural gas and oil. So these things are very important. And PCRA, you have to know that it is organized by PCRA, which is operating under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. That would be it about this news. If you know about what is this Mahotsav related to, which ministry, what is it about, you'll be done with this news. Okay, so you can see in the image here Satyarup Siddhanta. So he has become the world's youngest person to climb 7 highest volcanoes, 7 highest mountains in the 7 continents. So you can see Satyarup Siddhanta, he is an IT person from Kolkata, and he is now the youngest person who has climbed the mountains in all these highest mountains in all these 7 continents. So the first person in India to conquer the 7 mountain peaks as well as the 7 volcanic summits. So this is important. Do not forget that not only 7 mountain peaks have been conquered earlier, but this person has covered not only mountain peaks but also the volcanic summits. Okay, so this is it. You can just see in the image here Satyarup Siddhanta, and youngest person in the world. So this is also important. Okay, so this is about G77. Now, group of 77, as we know, we must have discussed earlier that it is actually a grouping of the 77 developing nations, and Palestine is going to take over as the head of G77. See, Palestine is a lot in news due to its dispute with Israel. So taking Palestine is actually not a member of the United Nations, it's just an observer member. So Palestine taking over as the head of G77, it becomes very important for us. So you can read about this news here, and also I've mentioned some things about G77 here, largest intergovernmental organization under the United Nations, but all the developing members are its developing nations are its members. So South-South cooperation is actually for development. That means the South nations, you can see Latin America, then Africa, then Asian nations. So these are the ones, those who are trying to cooperate under this particular group of 77, and Palestine would be now the chair for the coming meeting. Okay, so our now last news is about the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence remains in news a lot. We try to cover it. So this is a very important and interesting news. IIT Hyderabad is going to launch a BTech in artificial intelligence. So a full-fledged program, BTech program would be launched in the year this year 2019. 2019, and this is important because IIT Hyderabad is going to become the first educational institution in India to offer such a program. So AI is in news again, and this is important because not only in India, IITH is going to be the third only institute globally to offer such a program. So do keep in mind anyhow when it is rolled and what are its important things, we'll try to cover at that time also. But for now, that would be it for you guys. Okay, so after covering your so many important news, let us try to solve some MCQs, discuss them. Okay, so your first question is about the CRS-16 Dragon. So it is a mission of which of the following agencies, space agencies? See, are you able to recall the answer? I would recommend you just pause the video and then try to recall the answer. So our answer to this question is it NASA, ESA, European Space Agency, Chinese National Space Agency, ISRO is our India's own space agency, and Japanese agency. So our answer would be NASA, option A. See, if SpaceX would have been there, then we would have chosen SpaceX because it is the mission of SpaceX, but it is doing so on the behalf of NASA. Question 2. Which of the following Indian cities has topped the list of world's most dynamic cities? Is it Delhi, Bengaluru, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad? So our answer to this question is option B, Bengaluru. Hyderabad had topped in 2018. So this year Hyderabad has slipped to second position. Bengaluru has taken position 1. Okay. Which of the following states has announced the Shaurya Award in the name of Martyrs of State Police Force? Important news. Shaurya Award are related to, so these are actually, you see the border states, Rajasthan, Punjab and Jammu Kashmir, even West Bengal, but it is not related to, it is related to the state police force and not the defense forces. So our answer here is, I'm just trying to relate it so that you are able to keep in mind that the answer to this question is Haryana, relating it to the state police force. Question 4. Saksham Mahotsav 2019 is related to which of the following ministries? So not only 2019, this Mahotsav itself is related to the Ministry of, it's not Home Affairs, not even Women and Child Development. The answer to this question is Petroleum and Natural Gas. So it is about the conservation of the oil, petroleum. So here it is option C. Final question of the lecture today. Gandhi Peace Prize for the year 2018 has been awarded to which of the following? Is it 2018 is being asked clearly. So is it ISRO, Vivekanand Kendra, Sulabh International, Akshay Patra Foundation, or none of the above? So our answer is option E. None of the above institutes has got this award. Rather, the Japanese personality Kasahawa, the name which we had read, so that personality has won this award. Okay, so you can just tally your score if you were solving answers on your own, or anyway when you'll revise you'll be able to recall the answers. So yes, that would be it from today's lecture, guys. If you guys have any query, you can just drop us a mail at hello@edutab.co.in. You can also call us or WhatsApp us at 8146-207-241. And if you like the video, please do not forget to click like, subscribing to our channel and sharing this video. And we wish you all a very happy learning from the team EduTab. Thank you for being here.